Man, living with people, dude. This is why I don't like to live with people, dog. I truly don't. It's just in this economy, you're kind of forced to live with somebody because all of the bills is too much to handle on your own. But I don't like living with people. These are the pros and cons to living by yourself versus living with someone else. The pros to living by yourself is you don't have to you can do what you want to do. You don't have to worry about somebody else's like, oh, maybe you like it cold but this person likes it hot or some shit. Oh man, I can't turn the AC down because this person may have a problem with that. Or there's your certain little quirks or whatever you like to do, like your little quirks or whatever. You don't have to worry about how somebody else feels about it. Like whether you like to blast music or walk around butt naked or whatever you like to do, talk to yourself, whatever. You don't have to worry about, oh man, because you always kind of feel like, oh, I have to watch what I'm doing because I don't want to have this person feel some type of way, right? So you just do what you want to do, right? That's a pro. Just do what you want, right? Basically, in your own space. The con is the living by yourself is, sometimes you can't get lonely. Sometimes if you go too long with having no company, sometimes you can go lonely. You can get lonely, but if you have people that you can invite over sometimes, then that can kind of help with that. But that's one of the cons right there. And then number two, you got to do everything by yourself. That's a con. So like the bills, whatever it is you want to do, that you have to do, you have to do it by yourself. Unless you have money to pay someone else to do it. But cleaning, cooking, etc., you got to do it all by yourself, right? So that's a con right there. But I've spent most of my life living with people. Obviously growing up, I lived with my mom and my stepdad and my dad and stepmom, stuff like that. Live with them for most of my life. And when you're growing up, you kind of get used to it. But it's just at a certain point in time, I live with them. Then I lived with my grandma for a period of time. Then I lived with my mom's friend for like a week. Then I lived, who I lived with. Then I lived back with my mom and my little brothers and ex-girlfriend and all of this stuff. So most of my life, I've been living with someone else. And at the age I am now, 26, I do not want to live with nobody. I just don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it no more. At a certain point in time, you just get the inkling, like, you know what, man, I want to live by myself now, because I don't want to have to worry about, oh man, this person not going to like this person not, I just want to do what I want to do. I don't have to worry about, and with me, every person I live with, it always has some problems with my, when I live with my mom, she was bitching all the time and nagging all the time. My little brother, he was cool because me and him lived together for a little bit of time. He was cool. He didn't really do too much like that. He was cool. I lived with my dad. He was bitching. Well, yeah, he was bitching all the time and trying to force me to be a Christian and all of this shit, all of this religious shit. That was a problem. Then, he was having problems with the girl he was living with. They was always arguing. I'm like, man, it's just, and I stayed with my grandma. My grandma was cool. Sometimes she could be a little bitchy sometimes, but it was really I was living with my grandma, grandpa, and my cousin. And my cousin, he was the main one that was irritating me because he always does too much. So, and I lived with my stepdad. He was on some shit, always trying to dominate. Like he has a dominating. He always wants to dominate somebody. I ain't really fucking with that. I ain't trying to be dominated by no man. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand it's your house, your rules. I get that. I'm in your home. I understand that, but you're not gonna dominate me. That doesn't mean you can't set rules. Hey man, don't do this. I'm not saying you can't, but you're not going to dominate me as far as what I do outside the house, right? You know, I already talked about that shit. You're not going to dominate. I ain't letting no man dominate me. It's not going to happen, right? Now, I'm not saying that I can't get whooped in a fight. I ain't saying that I can't get beat up, but I'm not going to just willingly let a man just dominate me. That's not going to fucking happen. So, yeah, he wants to dominate you and shit. And I'm like, nah, man, fuck all that. And then, y'all know ex-girlfriend nagging and bitching all. It's just every single person I live with, besides my little brother, it was always a problem all the goddamn time. You know, that's why I'm just done. That's why I just wish I had a lot of fucking money, man. That's why I wish I just had a lot, because I promise you, if I had a lot of money right now, I promise you, I would. The first, like I said in my old video, my last one, I'll probably go to Dollar General or whatever, buy some boxes or some shit, pack all my shit up. No. First, I gotta find somewhere that I want to move at. I gotta find somewhere, right? But fuck it, I may just, I'm gonna find somewhere. Just look around, and then just, after like a couple months, some shit, I'll probably go ahead and move. You know what I'm saying? I'll be out, man. Real shit. The only reason, because people say, "Oh man, why don't you just move out?" You gotta have money to do that shit. If you're living with toxic parents or a toxic roommate or toxic whatever, you have to have money to do these things. You can't just do it, right? If I had the cash, I would have been moved the fuck out. I would have been moved out years ago when me and my mom was kind of having some tension. I would have moved out right even back then. It's stupid if you have money to move out and you dealing with the shit, but you complaining about it. Oh man, I'm tired of this. You got money to move out? Yeah, man. But then just move out then, nigga. You can't move out when you don't have the money to do it. That's the problem, right? At the point I'm at now, I'd rather live in my fucking car than live with somebody, man. That's at the point I am now. I'd rather live in my car, or an RV or something like a van, than live with somebody else, dude. Real shit. I'm at the point now, I ain't trying to do it no more. I'm just not trying to do it no more. Right? Now, obviously, I will prefer to live with somebody than to live on a street corner, than to be sleeping on the fucking concrete. But if I have some sort of shelter over my head, whether it's a car roof or RV, I'd rather live by myself. I just don't like living with people no more, man. It's just too much. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of arguing with somebody, and then we have to make up. You argue with a motherfucker, then y'all make up. Then you argue again, then you make up. Then you argue again, make up. So when I was living with my parents, that's how it was all the time. Like argue, make up, argue, make up, argue, make up. After a while, like that shit get old, bro. I'm not finna keep on arguing with somebody, then try to be cool with them, then it happens again. You get back cool with them again. It's just, that shit gets annoying, bro. For some people, it's just best that you just stop fucking with them entirely. That's why I just, sometimes with me personally, I could be too nice sometimes. Because I'm not naturally like a mean person. I'm not naturally rude and mean to people. So if there's an issue with somebody, I like to resolve it. But some people, you just can't resolve it. There's some people in this world, no matter how much you try to talk to them, you just can't resolve it. You can't. Me and my mom are on semi-good terms right now, but I know for a fact, me and my mom cannot live together. It's a no-go. I still love my mom. I still appreciate my mom. But me and my mom, we cannot live together at all. Oh, no. We just can't do it. It's not going to work. So, because me and my mom, we clash heads all the time. She, stop playing that music. Stop doing it. Stop doing that. No, ma'am. I still love my mom. I don't hate my mom. I'm not going to bash my mom on my videos no more, stuff like that. But me and my mom cannot live together. That's something that will always stand. We can never live together at all. You know, this is not going to happen. You know, it's really best to live by yourself, bro. You know, it really is. You know, so that's what I'm finna work on. You know, living by myself. Maybe have company sometimes, but the cohabitation, not going to work, man. It's just every time you live with somebody, it's always some drama. I'm good with that shit, man. So, yeah. You know. That's all I got to say. I'm out.